Yeah, welcome to the dojo, baby, man. Have no fear, TyKwonDoe is here, man. Listen, we got Sharp, Blueface, Chrisean, and I don't know her name, so I don't mean any disrespect by this, but I don't know your name. And we have the clips that have been making everybody go crazy on the internet. I got one statement though. How many times am I going to see Chrisean rocking Blueface in my life in the span of a month? How many? How many times? And every time it's the same thing. Do this not get old? Let me just be honest. Do this not get old to y'all? And then on top of this, after this whole thing went viral, right? I see that they made a music video together. Bro, y'all are literally bots being monetized behind drama. But you know, this is what sells on the internet, and it is what it is. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You dig? Now listen, chat. We're going to react to this because we're going to see what's going on. We've seen them get mad at each other and react to each other in crazy situations, but as y'all know, Sharp tends to be like somebody like a godfather or like a, let's get to the bottom of this type of situation. And maybe they try to bring a woman here too to see how she respects him or like the dynamic. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I ain't even gonna let my talking do the talking. Let's watch the video. Y'all know I'm a dating coach. Y'all know I'm a life coach. Well, guess what? I got some special, unique advice for the day. Y'all, as y'all know, first impressions is important. So you go to approach a woman, you talking to a woman in person, you want her to notice one special thing about you. You want her to notice how clear your skin is, how vibrant your skin look, how good you look as a, you want her to be sitting there staring at your face saying, can't wait to get my hands on this man. And if you're a woman watching this, even better. Because one of the most beautiful things a woman can have is some glowing skin, some beautiful, pretty skin. So guess what we got for y'all today? A beautiful sponsored video by TyKwonDoe. Shout out to their product, man. Listen, I also made sure of this. As y'all know, my integrity is one of my most important things, as you know, me representing on any platform that I am on. And with my integrity being so important, I made sure, listen, I gave them a hard time. I said, listen, I'm not gonna use your product or put it in the video unless I get to use it myself. So I gave them a hard time. They sent me out a whole box. You know, I had the daily face wash, I had the 2 times a week exfoliator, the AM moisturizer, you know what I'm saying? You want that sunscreen on so the sun isn't, you know, just killing your skin. And the night moisturizer. I also had an upgraded one, so it gave me like some product for my eyes and even a toner to make sure my skin complexion was evened out and my skin was evened out. And I can confidently say, after, you know, holding it back for a month, giving TyKwonDoe a hard time, I can confidently back their product. You know what I'm saying? I can 100% make sure that I'm up here saying that this is something that I've tried. And for me, with the first thing I noticed that it did for my skin, within the first couple of days, not even just a week, but in the first couple of days, it just started to even out some of the bumps I got. Now, I know my skin looks good, right? But y'all never noticed the little tiny details of the bumps where, you know, my skin might break out, might be uneven here and there. But perfect time to test the product and see what it's about. And I can say I will be using this, I will be buying it more. So on top of that, I want to finish it by giving a big shout out to TyKwonDoe. I appreciate y'all. And because TyKwonDoe is sponsoring today's video, the dojo, they're offering my viewers, our community, a great special deal. Just click the link in the description, and it should be in the comments as well, and you'll get a 30% off your first box. Yes, sirski. Plus a free gift. You don't want to miss out on this amazing deal, man. Make sure y'all click that link. And if it don't think it's too complicated for you, you know what I'm saying? The product even comes with an explanation, tells you what to use and when to use it. So don't be scared, don't be shy. Well, I never tried skincare. Today's your day, my boy. TyKwonDoe X Dojo sponsorship. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everyone I spoke to. Shout out to everyone that got me involved in this. I love y'all. Dojo to the moon to Saturn, and we leaving the solar system. This wouldn't be possible without y'all, man. Let's hop right into the.
Hello.
Let's
No
see.
Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world.
I seen her kick a TV and knock all that down. It's like, come on, bro. Who wanna be on all that?
It's your girl Gina Views.
Okay, Gina Views.
Sharp in the building. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk. Hey, man, this one right here,
We got the hottest couple on the internet.
pretty much right now.
We got the hottest
How's
couple
it
on the
been
internet. I
for
like how
y'all,
she
man?
talk.
How is it? First and foremost, how are y'all doing today?
Great. I'm doing
You okay?
great.
She was a little teary-eyed a little bit earlier. I was.
Yeah.
What's going on? What happened?
What's going on?
I just emotional. I don't know if it's my period or am I pregnant. I don't know.
You say you don't know if it's your period or if you're pregnant.
Now, didn't the news come out that she literally is pregnant? The baby of Blueface and Chrisean is probably just as dangerous as NBA YoungBoy having a baby with Floyd Mayweather's daughter. Who y'all think winning in the battle of just drama and toxicity and violence? That is an impending gremlin of hell.
That's what's going on.
That baby going to terrorize the shit out of the streets.
Well, I don't think.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was just trying to help
God.
her out here, so I don't think it was. Hey,
What happened? What triggered these tears?
Huh?
What triggered these tears? What's going on right now?
Nothing. It could be like completely nothing in my eyes. It was just water. So I got nothing to do with anybody. Okay, can we talk about something else? Not my
you
tears.
seem nervous.
I'm not
Hey,
nervous.
we here for you,
Yeah, we
She seems so sweet.
sweetie. For real, we are.
Your
So just
demeanor,
speak
your
up for
energy.
us. However you feel today, hopefully we can get that out.
Check this, because I know this is about to go left just off of this vibe off rip, because she in the hot seat and she could feel it, which is a part of her deflecting why she was crying. She in the hot seat, she could feel it. Like, I'm good. Leave me alone. It's like an intervention type shit. Like,
Dominated 2022. You gonna get your flowers today. We gotta talk about it. You know.
Sure. I like your song too, Vibes.
Thanks.
I was like, I didn't
It's
even
a
know that was her.
vibe
I said,
all the time.
oh, look at her. She can rap too. Okay, she just don't know how to just fight and take off on shit. She actually get out on the music scale. How's that been for you, like transitioning from obviously like, a no name, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like living regular life to just all this fame now and this, you know what I'm saying? This newfound stardom. How's it been for you? How's the transition been, Chrisean?
I just give glory to God. That's
Yeah.
it.
real humble.
God, huh? God
Yeah.
is good.
Real humble. We love to see it.
That's why I didn't understand why you're so sad.
I'm not sad.
He was crying, so I was like, damn, what's...
Yeah, because
Just get
I just
emotional.
told you I'm emotional right now. It's either my period or I'm
The TV.
pregnant.
Yeah.
What the heck? Did you not hear me, sir?
Yo, I did. I just know that, a period and pregnancy don't run hand in hand.
I'm saying it's either.
Am I tripping?
Did you not hear me?
Not
You
true.
mean
you,
like
Regina?
she means like
Either that
your
or
period
this.
is on the way.
It's either that or this.
Next
on
week,
the way.
next week gonna be my emotional week.
Okay, it's on the way. I'm under the impression that it was going on right now. She was like, it's either my period or I'm
Per
pregnant.
tune with the 18
Yeah,
months,
like
man. I
it's
appreciate
gonna
it.
She
come.
don't know yet. It's on the way.
Or
It's gonna come or it's not gonna come.
yeah.
Look like it ain't coming at all, man. News broke out. She's pregnant.
Well, congratulations.
It
if
ain't
is,
coming.
man.
Don't wait for it.
Congrats early.
You did tweet a few days ago that
When did I
your
tweet?
wedding is gonna be in October. So you guys planning a wedding?
You guys
Yeah,
planning a
I peeped
wedding?
that. We played in the wedding.
She crazy.
What was that about?
Crazy.
Yo,
What was that about?
She's insane.
Will Zeus be televising it? What's going
Yeah.
on? Is that
Get married on Zeus?
is that the episode finale of Crazy in Love?
I'm getting married in October. That's what I said.
Hey, I don't mind coming and, being the pastor. And seeing y'all, huh? I said, I don't mind coming, and being the pastor.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
Pastor.
and signing it off, man, on the dotted line for y'all, man. I think that'd be a good...
why? What, married? Don't you want to iron out the wrinkles before you make something more serious? Am I not the voice of reason here? Wouldn't you say, you know what? We got some shit to handle before we really buckle this down, because we know this shit might not work, bro. Like, the fuck?
Beautiful thing, because
Am I
at
tripping?
first, I'm going to be real with y'all. When I seen this I was like, this got to be for play. This got to be because they make good money together. That's how I looked at it. Like, people like seeing y'all together.
Right.
People like seeing y'all interact, whether it's drama, whether it's just kicking it, whether it's just y'all two motherfuckers just sitting there and just looking at each other and not saying nothing.
Right.
People like seeing y'all together. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know until I seen okay, they really do f with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you last time, I was like, damn, I thought it was just a sham. I said, shit, I just making money. Get your bread.
Right.
But then I start seeing y'all really do love each other, and I see you even when.
It's not about the money.
Can't hear you, sweetie.
I said it's not about the money, but
Of course not.
I get it.
Yeah.
What is it about? What's keeping you guys together?
Love.
You think, because I've been in this before. I fucked with people where maybe it's a traumatic bond that brought y'all together. Maybe it was something that happened that was very big that only y'all two understand. If that makes any sense. Traumatic bonds can bring people together too.
So like traumatically.
Like shit being f***ed up. Yeah. You
Rich?
could have a f***ed up. No, just having a f***ed up situation. You having a f***ed up situation. Whether it don't have to be financially. You know what I'm saying? It can just be something mentally something going on that bonded y'all. And that's what I would consider also traumatic bond. Like it be some situation really bring people together.
Yeah,
Oh, when we fight each
I mean,
other?
I don't think it's traumatic. I think it's
Yeah, I don't think that either. Only if we fight each other.
it's not a traumatic bond. It's more of a.
I mean, he could have just. Oh shit. He could have just straight up asked him why do y'all think y'all what attracted y'all to each other more seriously than
Because obviously we're gonna have a.
you know, man.
Really bring people together.
Yeah,
Oh, when we fight each
I mean,
other?
I don't think it's. I don't know. Like it's like an underground thing. Like when I met her, she was underground.
Right.
You know, so
Underground.
her getting
That
to
was a
the,
good way to put it.
Yeah, her getting to this point.
That was a good way to put
Nah,
it.
for sure.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, put
It was an
right.
underground relationship. So from starting with that, it's kind of like each day that we keep going is like
What do you mean by underground
a
relationship?
bond. Underground, as in like
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Like secret?
Can I get a shot?
no. not
Sure, she already
secret.
about to punch
More
him.
underground is kind of like undiscovered. You know,
Can I get a shot?
unappreciated, disliked.
Come on, Tiny, pass me the bottle.
Not ideal to the
Exactly,
to everybody
yeah,
else.
exactly.
Yeah,
Not really what you would applaud.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it started as that from the very
shit.
beginning. So it's kind of like, all right, if
yeah.
The
everybody.
odds was always against y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like if the odds is against us, obviously we're gonna have a natural bond just from being underdogs.
How do you guys feel about the Whitney and Bobby or Ike and Tina comparison?
I mean, personally, yeah, I never really.
I don't know what y'all talking
I don't really know too much about their story, so I couldn't even tell you
are them?
if
I
it
like
was
that
similar or
because you
not.
are
But from what I do know, we don't have like any drugs involved, so where it's like
That funny.
I'm feeding her anything to keep her
Yeah.
going. Anything,
So
honestly.
you say she's not chemically
Hey, it's 3 pieces though.
infused to you.
Yeah, no.
This is just really her.
She's just naturally fried. Yeah.
Right.
So,
Why did you talk
but
to
from
me
what
like
you
that?
naturally
from what I know from their
Naturally
situation,
what?
it's kind of drug based, right? Whitney Houston, Ike and Tina.
Yo, get your Dobie.
Well, that's why the comparison
Whitney
is so
Houston,
false.
Bobby.
Because it's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of
Where's
saying that
Soren?
these is two crackheads
Yeah,
and they just
yeah,
out,
type
you know, loose.
Well, you don't look
No,
like
this
no
is
crackhead.
crazy.
Yeah, no,
The
not at all.
disrespect is crazy.
I'll be honest with you.
All we do is drink and smoke.
Y'all don't act like it either.
Yeah, no.
I know
I know some smokers.
I know some drug addicts. I was about to say I know some drug addicts, and y'all don't act like that.
Yeah, no, not at all. So I mean, but the comparison is. I can see the comparison. I guess it's an ideal couple that people don't really
Approve of.
approve of or agree with. So I guess
People
we're in
love
that.
watching shit that they don't approve
Right,
of.
they love
right?
it to keep
Love
tabs
that
on it,
shit.
though.
They love it.
You actually just tweeted something about that.
They love to keep tabs on shit they don't like. About the show.
You just tweeted
Yeah.
that
What
there
was
are
the
people.
tweet?
I feel like it's because people like live through y'all. For example, to a certain extent, nobody's perfect, and really domestic violence, toxic relationships. To a certain extent, people will see themselves in you, like, oh damn, that happened to me, or that's just like me. But y'all might be to a further extreme, to where people are like, all right, y'all gotta stop. So you got the people living through y'all, then you got the people trying to be like moral superheroes. But here's my take on this: like, the moment I see that they still stay together, the moment that I see that like they don't care, like you can't want something for somebody that they don't want for themselves. That's the bottom line at the end of the day. Like, we can sit here and be like, bro, I would never let a woman hit me. Or is a woman like, yo, you should leave him, he toxic, y'all be fighting and y'all be. But when they don't leave each other, like, after that, it ain't worth the stress. They have to want it for each other. They have to sit there and between themselves and decide what they want for their relationship. After that, it ain't nobody fucking business. And guess what? I think the internet has, besides the people that just want views and clout and shit, I think that the internet has a good intention in the fact that we don't want them to hurt each other or somebody to kill somebody. I'm just thinking of extremes. But nobody wants it to go that far. Nobody wants to say, "Oh, we tried to help," and then some irreversible shit happen. By the end of the day, yo, I feel like, bro, everybody's gotta let them do the fuck they want, man. Leave them be.
What was your tweet?
Y'all try it.
Said, I love when I spot a motherfucker who said me and Rock doing the show is a bad idea, but they're watching full circle, like every episode. They're reporting on it. They're promoting us.
Who have you spotted?
Academics, for sure.
Let y'all do something good though, they ain't gonna talk about you.
Nah,
they only want to talk about your bad shit.
They ain't gonna never post
I think
that.
me and her, we've, being in the media world today, like me and her have experienced that kind of like.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like,
I get dragged every time I speak well on you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said,
but it's still a viral moment. You know, whether you get dragged or not, it's still a.
Right.
Yeah.
It brings in customers, so I see why people do it.
Yeah.
You know, obviously they got to speak on the hottest topics at the time. So
My shit's been organic though, bro. Like I didn't do it like to.
yeah, because you
like,
keep
you know what I'm saying?
you keep the same personality. Like,
Yeah, like I didn't do it like for views because I know it's gonna be views. And I feel
right.
like that's for y'all too. Like
Right.
I don't think y'all do it for views. I don't think y'all
Consumers
do
and
it
producers, man, they
really for
producing,
anything.
y'all
I think y'all
consuming.
motherfuckers just crazy together. Y'all just love each other.
Yeah, we just have a lot of moments. That's all.
Yeah.
We have a lot of moments, and see, the thing about you is you kind of like
You want the soda?
stand on your initial idea of it. You know, other podcasts and interviewers, they'll dick ride you in the beginning and then turn around.
I don't want to sneak nobody.
Yeah,
I feel like that's sneaking the
exactly.
motherfucker.
So in
Like,
the beginning, they'll be like, "Oh, this the hottest artist out. He's this man."
Looking for that chaser.
Specifically,
Passive-aggressive is what it's
specifically
called.
at academics right now. He'll suck my dick to this motherfucker come, and then later on fix his mouth. After he sucked my dick, fix his mouth to be like, "Oh, this is not a good idea. He must not have this. He must not have
He's
that."
very,
Yo.
I'm gonna say this, academic.
No, that is crazy.
You know, he's a very passive aggressive type
Yeah.
dude because he's done that to me. He's
Yo.
done that to he's done that to the No Jumper crew.
But he always eat his words later on.
Yo.
Sharp and I fuck with
No, they is passing this academics around, bro. What just happened? No, that the academic slander just came out of
the whole
nowhere.
crew, but then 2 minutes later he'd be like, I put my foot
They
on
don't-
their chest.
Yeah, like,
bro, what is you talking
like
about?
pick a
Bro?
that
side,
shit-
man. Like, it sounds
Bro,
crazy.
like I call that passive.
Damn.
Right.
Like
They start hitting this shit out of
you
academic.
cool, nigga, but you really not
Yeah,
cool. You
yeah.
really don't
Yeah.
fuck with what we doing.
You waiting
know
for
what
your
I'm
moment.
saying? And you waiting for your moments, you know?
And they gotta understand, academics not from this shit neither, bro. Like he don't like. That's just one thing I don't like. Like, and I think Vic Mensa got on him about this. Is like, yo, your clout and your status and your money started to precede your ego, and it's like, yo, you kind of forget who you are. Like, dog, you don't come from this shit. You ain't about this shit. You just a reporting dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the shit get real, do you know how you gonna handle some shit? And you know, when you point fingers and stuff like that. Like, I see some of the beef between academics and Blueface, and somebody like, yo, when you pull cards, you better make sure your card, you don't throw stones in a glass house. You know what I'm saying? So you speaking on this and that relationship, but wasn't you just doing something? Wasn't you arguing with a chick because she fucked another guy, and then you arguing in the lobby? Like, bro, you throw stones in a glass house, bro. Like, if I comment on anything I see on this video, even at academics or Sharp, Blueface, or anybody, I don't think I'm perfect. I call a spade a spade. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, I don't even know why I'm even fucking here watching this podcast. Because, like, what substance can I get from this toxic relationship? Hopefully we can learn something from it or talk about something meaningful. Right now, it's like the internet is just too obsessed with this shit, in my opinion.
For sure.
He cuffed Selena Powell.
I guess his is to be passive aggressive. That's what I call it. Like, nigga, like, what are you saying? You're saying it without trying to say it.
Right.
Like, you know?
Right, we talk about what not to
the
do.
people want to know. We all just watched episode 4 of Chrisean and Love. Can we know what happened in the moment that before the cameras arrived?
Let me tell you something. And I would listen, this is what I was dreaming of. I was dreaming that her and Blueface kind of work together, and that it's all scripted, it's acting, it's emphasis, it's like, it's, what's it called? Like, I would hope that they were putting on a show. But if you really sit here and tell me that, I seen a video where she hit his head with a bottle and he was bleeding, a video where he punched her father, all this crazy shit. If you were to tell me that this is dead as their life, and that this network, Zeus Network, is sitting here saying, okay, we're going to monetize that, our ratings are going to go up, and we're going to make money. and that even from views, even me as a reactor, I would fucking bro. That just makes all of us pieces of shit, bro. On some real shit. Why do I say that? It's because, especially the Zeus Network, these motherfuckers are literally damn near on the verge of killing themselves, killing each other, or harming each other. And the best thing you can do is sit here and grab a camera and say, let's go up. Let's make a bag from it. This is real problems. If this is genuinely real, if this is not all just a show and distraction and social media and blah, blah, blah. But if a motherfucking person came in and said, yo, you guys are terrible for each other, and I know that we can make money. Let's do it. At some point, guess what? They're going to start encouraging more wild shit. They're going to start encouraging, oh, all right, now, instead of hitting him with a bottle, hit him with the back of the gun. Oh, it's no bullets in it. Just putting that like, yo, listen, when they become money hungry and greedy behind this shit, bro, you gotta watch how dangerous this shit get fast, bro, because it's like they don't genuinely care about the people involved. They don't care. They just want to get the biggest views, the biggest clout, and the biggest money. You know what I'm saying?
And your head was bleeding.
Oh, she just brought it up.
In the moment that before the cameras arrived, and your head was bleeding.
Yeah. So I mean,
Do we really get
it wasn't even that deep. I'm gonna just touch the surface. Like,
touch what surface?
you know, sometimes she has a day where she's feeling like
There you go.
in her best, and some days she having
Now
days
you
where
just know. Don't
she's-
even touch the surface.
she's
when you
easily
talking to
triggered.
me.
You hear me talking?
Papa,
Do you hear me talking?
can we not talk
Yes or
about it?
no?
I
You want me to
hear
embarrass
you.
you or not?
Why the fuck you want to embarrass me?
Because
That's
when
weird.
I'm talking, you shouldn't be talking.
That's weird. I don't want to talk about it.
So what had happened, Blue?
Thank you.
Sharp just gonna get right past that. So what happened, Blue? Yo, listen. Now, people could take this many different ways. If this is a woman and he really respect her and care about her, and she doesn't want to talk about something, or it's feel as though she's like, please don't do it. If you respect her, like, okay, we just not gonna touch on it. But at the end of the day, as a man, you should always be able to say what the fuck you want. Like for her to sit here and like, oh, you can't say this or you can't do this, and like this like mini battle between the two. This is what literally makes me think this shit is real. This shit is not a show, because like you just literally see them in real time. This micro argument, this minimum, like this tiny little. Do you hear me talking? Why are you? No, because don't. Like this shit is literally happening right in front of us.
What do you mean, boy?
So she was having one of them days where, you know, it's like an easy fuse lit. And I was kind of, when we pulled up to the house, there was some white dude sitting on the stairs. So I'm fucking with him, like, oh, you look like this, you look like that, you know, just fucking with him. She took it upon herself to like, trying to like, kind of defend him, like, why are you being mean to him?
What
This
are
and this
you
and that.
talking about? I
So
thought
I'm
you was
like-
talking about me, and then I called you a bitch. I said,
Yeah, we
why
gotta say,
you
we
being a
gotta
bitch?
say what led up to
And
that
then
though.
you
We can't just say that.
fired off.
Why you say that to your
did
man,
what I
though?
did.
Thank you.
That's
yeah.
your man.
Let's answer that.
Like, think about it. Don't you think that, like, put
Okay,
that
my man
demasculates
called me a
him?
bitch, so why are you
There
being a
you go.
bitch? Like, why
Hey,
are you
but
being
there
a
you go,
bitch?
but that's still your man.
He gotta call me a bitch?
That's your man.
Okay, that's weird.
That's your man at the
That's
end of the
weird. If
day.
he called me a bitch,
Then why
you're a
you
bitch
with him?
too. You're
if
a
he's
bitch.
weird, if
See, she's from Baltimore. She ain't just rolling over and having that shit, man.
he's
You're a
weird,
bitch too.
if
You're a bitch
listen,
too.
If he
You're
is
a
weird,
bitch too.
if he
You're a
is weird-
bitch
But if
too.
she had enough respect for him, if she respected him, none of this would be an argument.
See,
he's
that's
weird.
You're a
what-
bitch too.
None of it was.
He's weird,
What?
but if
Can't
he's
get
weird,
through
why
that.
be
Don't
Don't
weird?
appreciate
call
the
me a
8 months.
bitch if you don't want to be a bitch too.
You can't get through to her.
Don't call me a
sweet.
bitch if you don't want to be a
Yo,
bitch
You don't think that
too.
demasculates?
At this point, when Blueface saw this like argumentative tendency in her, bro, he should have just left her alone instead of just having all these problems be built on. Chad, they're like, why is this such a conundrum to everybody? Like, this is very simple. You mess with a woman and you see shit like this that you don't like, right? And guess what? If things that he does provokes her and it's who he is as a person, she should leave him, because then he not going to change for you, and then you not going to change for him. So why sit here and make this shit worse and fight over who y'all naturally are? It doesn't make sense to me.
Your man, son.
You
When
don't
tell
think
him
that? You don't
think that make him feel loved?
My nigga, are you listening?
I'm
You're just
listening.
talking for one person.
I'm listening.
You're not. You're talking
You're
for
talking
one person.
person.
How?
You're not listening because you're not even letting him talk.
Yeah,
I'm
let
just
me do
saying
my
the
job.
little
You're
man
not-
shit.
you're not
I can't.
having-
I get it. That's the thing.
So, yeah,
but it's
she's-
not a thing.
She's not too good at
If
letting
you're
people
like
talk
calling me a
and then
bitch too.
responding. She kind of
He
just like,
said it's a double standard shit.
Well, Rock, explain
Fuck
yourself.
that double
selfish.
standard.
What happened in that moment? Why did you call him a bitch?
Because I felt like I was played with, and then every time he felt like he played with, he called me a bitch. So
Every
if I
time I
can't
hear
call you a
you
bitch,
always say he's
So
playing
you
with
feel
you.
like if I
I feel
can't
like-
disrespect
if
you,
I feel
then
like
don't
I can't
disrespect
You
call
always
you a
playing
bitch.
with her. You ask her.
You peep what she said, though. Follow that, though.
like I
Follow
was
that.
played with, and then every time he felt like he played with, he called me a bitch.
You peep that, though. This is why, at the end of the day, and this does not take a grown ass person out of accountability, because ultimately, what this comes down to is that she has not had the healthy model of a relationship enough to say, I'm not going to be with a man who does not treat me the way I want to be treated. That's the bottom line. But because of that, now look what happens. Either way, toxic or not, a woman is always a reflection of her man. Look what she said. Anytime he is this is what he does, so I do it too. Let's reverse that. Let's say she was saying that, right? You know what? When he gets angry or when he's mad or frustrated with me, he handles himself in such and such manner. So that set the example for me and how I want to do it. And I had a lot of toxic tendencies and negative ways of handling things, but he showed me by example or by the man that he was how to be a better person. But guess what? We see what she actually said though. Well, he does this when he mad. He called me a bitch, so I'm doing it. Either a woman is always gonna just be a version of her man. Always pay attention to that shit, man. And like I said, maybe she didn't have the self-esteem or guidance to sit here and say, yo, sis, never be with a man that don't treat you the way you want to be treated. You cannot force nobody to respect you. You either leave or they treat you how you want to be treated. There's no in between.
You always say.
And then we get problems or arguments like this. Like, why are we arguing about what he says to you? Just fucking go find a man that talks to you how you want to be talked to.
Play with, and then every time he feel like he played with, he called me a bitch. So
Every
if I
time I
can't
hear
call you a
you, you
bitch,
always say he's
So
playing
you
with
feel
you.
like if I
I feel
can't
like-
disrespect
if
you,
I feel
then
like I
don't
can't
disrespect
You
call
always
you a
playing
bitch.
with her. You ask her.
He's easily.
I watch it. You
triggered, bro.
always say he play. You be like, why you playing with me, my nigga?
Easily.
Why you always doing that
All right,
weird
cool,
shit?
yeah,
that,
okay.
so I
And if
watch
I
your
say
shit.
a bitch, she can say, okay, cool. Like if you could call me a bitch, I could call you a bitch back, straight up.
What happens?
He don't feel that way, so we
Jesus
fought.
Christ.
That's that. Like what?
Two
Did you
hard-headed
learn anything
motherfuckers.
from it?
What do you mean learn anything from it?
Other than getting a fight.
What do you mean learn anything from it? It's-
By coming together
It's
with your man and
weird.
saying, you know what, baby, we not gonna be on that anymore because I really do fuck with you and respect you. Church, I don't know if she really do.
They just want to keep. They just. See, start making a point here. Like how many times you're gonna fight? How many times you're gonna realize like this shit dead? Like we want to create a new pattern here, a new cycle.
At that point, if she gonna roll her eyes
Nah,
at it,
she's very.
If you're
So-
called a bitch by a
very
nigga,
I should be able to call you. a
and
bitch
yeah,
back.
I can be able to call you a bitch back. But just
But I
because it's a
think-
double standard thing,
I think
that's
you're-
unfair. Don't talk to me about the unfair shit.
We heard that.
Oh,
Don't
let's
talk
say
to
this.
me about the double standard shit.
Can you let them talk?
I'm done
I
with
always
that.
say this. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I want to hear what Gina's about to say. What you about to say?
Because
I was
if
just
you're
gonna
called a
say
bitch
the-
and you make it common,
The perception is just different just because of how much we've seen you be the aggressor so much. So that's why people is looking
sure,
at
I
it.
see like the aggressor.
That's why people is looking at it like you're just instantly the one that's the disrespectful one because of what people see you
You
doing.
think that I'm the
Yeah,
disrespectful?
Yes.
you are. Yes.
Yes.
We can all
This is
attest
your
to that.
intervention today. We tricked you.
Everybody tell her heroic story. Yes.
We tricked you today. This is really an
Disrespectful.
intervention. Well,
That day.
Kind of put her in a corner here. Oh, she ain't gonna take too well to this. Look, she ain't even responding how everybody. She said, "What do you mean?" I just know this about to go left. I think Gina the only one that noticed that shit.
You called me a bitch for
well,
no
what
reason.
can y'all tell us what
You
happened?
got active. You got active and I got active
Let's
back.
stay on that day. Let's stay on that day.
Like,
Let's
what
not
are you
go
talking about?
Back and forth. So yeah, that day, like I
I'm
said,
about to let you hit
I'm
me
playing
and
with the
beat
white
shit out of you
dude.
back.
I'm playing with the
What?
white dude,
I don't know,
whatever.
bitch.
and I
Straight
guess
up.
she felt some type of way about, I don't know, about him. So she's like, man, leave him alone. You
It's
acting
not
like
even
you acting
that.
like a
He
bitch
keeps
ass
saying
nigga.
him.
I said, what?
Whatever he said, I thought he was talking about me. He kept saying he was. Oh,
It was a
you said it,
miscommunication.
yeah, like he
Definitely
like.
not.
It had to be because I was like, oh yeah, you a bitch for that. He like, ooh, wham. I wasn't even talking to you. I'm talking to the other nigga. Ooh, wham. Like, what are you talking about?
Rock, have you ever? Have you ever had a sober day?
Shut the fuck up, yes.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
Rock, have you ever? Have you ever had a sober day?
Shut the fuck up, yes.
No, don't tell me to shut the fuck up. Hey, listen to me. I'm being very cool.
You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me.
No, I'm being very cool, but you come in disrespectful. That's your fucking problem. Couldn't have been mine. You wouldn't have did half of that shit.
You're not really talking to
Oh shit. Hey, listen. That's what everybody see when they see this. Couldn't have been me. You couldn't have been my man. What? Oh no.
I'm being very cool, but you come in disrespect.
Double it and pass it to the next person, man. We ain't had that.
That's your fucking problem. Couldn't have been mine. You wouldn't have did half of that shit.
You're not really talking to me.
That's on Jesus Christ. You wouldn't have did that shit.
What happened? What happened?
You wouldn't have did none of that shit.
You're not really talking to me.
You wouldn't have did none of that.
So Blueface was talking to somebody else.
You're not really talking to me. I can
liquor ain't no good for you.
I can drink liquor. I can do whatever the fuck I want, bro.
Well, let's finish the story. So
toxic.
Got over 60,000 over my body. Like,
so
boy,
what?
You talking about all that weird shit? Like,
but you're still toxic.
Nigga, nobody's toxic.
You can have 100,000 on your body.
If I feel the way I feel, I feel the way I feel, nigga. If I feel disrespected,
you're toxic.
I feel disrespected.
That's your
you
man.
Feel disrespected. You feel disrespected.
That's your
yeah, he's my man.
Not
okay,
just a nigga
cool.
off the street.
This is the same nigga that will call me a bitch. So what do you mean?
What do you think?
What are you talking about?
Do you do something?
What are you talking about?
Do you do something?
Nigga, it's not even that.
Do you
it's
feel like when he calls you one, are you acting like that?
And I can't say it back without
justified. You saying it should be justified?
When he called me a bitch, okay, cool. When I call him a bitch, it's a fight.
That shit ain't justified.
Straight up.
Gina,
know how to talk to your man.
Don't
Too wrong.
It's not a woman shit, bro. She know what's going on, nigga. If you,
I understand that.
We're politicking.
Rock, I understand that, but we're also
that shit really hurt me.
No, I understand that. Wait, look.
So if I can call you a bitch,
let's see how this go, cause she feeling real triggered, real defensive. You know, I mean, for right reasons though. She feel like she being attacked. She feel like she being jumped right now. And if she also can't feel like, this is the thing about being defensive. You just can never see like, okay, just because you are held accountable for something, that doesn't mean you're the full blame. And I think that if she feels like she takes accountability, like, okay, I did overreact, okay, I did do this, that takes all the, like Blueface just walks away free.
Call me a bitch and we gonna fight.
You gotta talk about
because I called you a bitch.
You just can't listen to nobody. Huh?
I understand if you call me a bitch, I should be able to call you a bitch back. However, you're still responsible for your response to that. And I don't think hitting him with glass was the correct response.
You hit him with glass?
Yeah.
That's not even what happened. Look, that's what happened.
My hand is cut up.
So that's what happened.
And I can't use my good hand.
So you gotta keep talking.
And if a nigga like play me, what do you mean, babe? What do we ready to say? If I'm about to be quiet and I'm about to be painted as the bad picture,
you're not painting.
That's cool.
You're painting
but
yourself.
if we, how?
Let's finish the story and then respond.
I'm really cool with
You're not even telling the story. You're making it seem like I hit you first.
Getting warm?
Let's just not even talk about it if I hit you first.
All right, so basically, she felt some type of way.
Oh, all right. Did I hit you first?
So she said, you acting like a bitch.
Did I hit you first?
I said, damn,
okay,
why you doing that?
I didn't hit you first.
So she had this little cut on her hand from weeks prior. She had to cut herself. And I knew that was a sensitive spot for her. Mm-hmm. So I said, hey, watch your mouth. And I squeezed her hand. Mm-hmm. And she just turned up instantly. Like,
oh, no, he trolling.
Yeah, whoopty-whoop, wham. And so
nigga went to squeeze her cut.
And so, yeah, that's how
what
that
the fuck?
So as she coming on to me, I'm like, deflecting, obviously wrestling with her.
Next, can we go to the next one?
So once she realized she couldn't beat me, she went outside, she went for a walk. She came back with a glass cup in her hand. I kid you not. I locked the fucking sliding door. I'm like, all right, she finna come do some fried shit. She went for a walk, she came back with a glass cup. I locked the door on her. She like, open the door. I'm like, come on, I'm a crip. I ain't finna like
walk out and give it.
No, I opened the door. Boom.
That cup over there, Turk.
Open the door. Boom. She started coming close to me with that glass. I'm like, ooh, I know she finna hit me with this glass, right? So I'm like, hold on.
Nah,
she don't need nothing. She good. Don't baby her.
I'm just trying to
That's
make
gonna make it worse.
Hey, I can handle it.
Don't give her too much attention. It's gonna make it worse. So look.
What do you mean too much attention? Why are you doing that? I'm not.
Bro, this can't be real.
Stop being like that.
This can't be real. The nigga said he squeezed her cut hand. Did I just hear that correctly? We try to do something with them both, man.
Not talking about that.
Can we just do something with them both, man? Just send them both somewhere, man, please.
How? Because y'all trying to say I'm starting.
It's like two people with demons in their closet coming together. They demons fighting. They both have issues. They both are toxic. They both bring problems to each other, and problems on top of problems just makes more problems. So we can't even say, oh, Chrisean rocked that fucking pit bull, and then wow, it ain't even Blueface that's the problem. Well, because 9 times out of 10, he composes himself well. He speaks more articulately. He gets his points across more calm and more, neutral with his delivery. But he definitely ain't a saint. You know what I'm saying? Because any sane man would not stay in a situation like this. And same thing with any woman who respects herself enough would not stay in a situation like this. It's clearly two problems going on, man. So I'm like, yo, I don't know.
Like, nigga, like I hit you first. I didn't hit you first. Don't say that.
I wish you knew that you're.
And now that she pregnant, if that's his baby, bro, oh my God, they're stuck for life. For life.
More than what somebody did first or second. Your response speaks for you.
I hit you first. I'm trying to say I started it. Like, nigga, like I hit you first. I didn't hit you first. Don't say that.
I wish you knew that your response to stuff means more than what somebody did first or second. Your response speaks for you.
Okay, but I didn't.
What happens first or second has nothing to do with you. Your response is what just throws you off the.
This ain't wrong, but at the end of the day, cause she got such a man. She from Baltimore, man. Philly right next to Baltimore, next to New York. Like, y'all gotta know, like these women gonna hit you back. They gonna argue back. They gonna call you all types of niggas, bitches, hoes, and all that shit. They gonna give it to you. Cause this is just what we come from. You know what I'm saying? So with her responding in the ways that she do, the way I see it, and I could be completely wrong, is that he might have gotten away with like treating or talking to a woman a certain way, and she was like, I ain't going for that shit, and they fight because of it, cause she won't take it, and he won't stop giving it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it looked like to me.
Did you hear them what they say though?
Did I say I hit you first?
It's not even that.
Did I say
you hear
you
what
hit me
they
first?
said though?
Fuck what they said.
Yeah,
they wasn't there.
Fuck about
We're
who
talking
hit
to
who
them.
first.
Worry about what exactly.
Okay.
So let's get the story straight.
Okay.
Instead of going, what you said is fuck what they said.
They said.
Okay, so
Fuck what they said. I'm saying like if they're saying what they're saying.
Fuck what they saying. If we saying fuck what they saying, why you saying what they saying?
Because we're interviewing with them and you was agreeing with the same niggas we saying fuck what they saying. What you saying? You just say fuck them.
I'm not making no sense.
How I'm not making no sense?
So she came back with a cup.
Yeah, she came back with the cup. I'm like, I know she's not gonna do this. Open the door. Start acting like she's gonna hit me with the cup. I'm like, bro, if you hit me with this cup, like it's gonna go up. Like, don't do that. So I kind of like turned to the side and I dip. She threw the cup right at my head. Boom! It went up.
I wanna speak on some. For
It's
real.
not even. Why we gotta?
I'm not even
speak on
talking
this
about.
shit?
I'm not talking about that. Can I speak?
Let's talk about some money.
Give me 2 seconds. I used to
talking
look
about
at
a
women
cup
like this. They
and
used
how I
to
went
be
through
able
his
to
head.
beat us emotionally. Now they want to try to fight us physically. You can't beat us physically. But y'all knew what y'all could do was beat us emotionally. Y'all knew how to hit us where it really hurt, on the inside.
Exactly.
Women don't even do that no more. It's immediately external. Bow, I want to
now-
hurt you physically.
Sharp, look,
but you
this
can
what
hurt
it
us
is.
really
Sharp,
mentally
this
and
what it is.
emotionally. But they don't, it's like women have lost that.
Sharp, this is what it is. It's that equality shit. Just how you see how they agree. Oh, if you call me a bitch, I should be able to call you a bitch too.
Then take what comes with
How
that.
is that so? If you have a
Right.
vagina and I have a
We
penis,
were taught to take off
Jalen,
on people that
speak
call us
up.
bitches, right?
they're not.
They're not.
Their
If
friends
a
can
nigga
call them,
you a
hey
bitch, you
bitch,
can't
what's
say
up?
bitch back.
Put the word bad
Bitch,
before
what?
it.
It's a flawed double standard. That's just what it
But
is.
there's
It's just a
plenty-
flawed
but
double
there- But
standard.
listen, Jenny, there's plenty of those that work in favor of you guys, right?
Yes.
Such as dealing with women, such as hitting a man,
Yeah.
such as.
No, I don't agree with hitting a nigga. I don't
but
play
I'm
with
saying,
domestic
but I'm
violence.
saying, regardless, if you hit me or if you hit me, it's gonna be looked at as like a joke. If I hit her, people are gonna really feel like.
Well,
You're the aggressor. You're the abuser.
so I've said before
So
that I
just
have an
wait, hold on,
issue.
Gina. Just like you said, it's a flawed. You guys have way more of those in
Hey,
y'all.
we get this
favor.
mic straight.
So why you can't take one?
I done took a laundry bag full of
One flaw, double standard.
I took a laundry bag full of
you gonna have a new
bitches. That's
show.
why I said I
Nigga, you gonna
understand
have a
what
new
she's
show.
saying.
Bro, y'all
I
have so many
understand it.
flawed
I
favors.
just don't agree with what happened. But I understand what she's trying to say. Do I agree with her calling you a bitch? No.
I get what she's saying too, but in closing of that,
How about this? How about this? How about this? This is a simple answer. If you are a woman who does not like to be called bitch, do not be with a man who calls you bitch. I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier. Why try to bleed blood from a turnip? No matter how hard you squeeze the turnip, it's not gonna bleed blood. It's gonna squeeze turnip juice. It like that's what this comes down to. It shouldn't be no debate or explanation or arrangement. This is what it is. What are you gonna do about it? Go mess with somebody else who has a standard or like y'all collaborate and understand each other. This won't have to be discussed. You know what I'm saying? Because most women, guess what? Most women are gonna sit here and be like, man, my nigga is not gonna call me no bitch. Man, what? I wouldn't like that either. And Chrisean Rock ain't sitting here saying, oh, you're not gonna call me that. I'm gonna say it too. But guess what? You say it to me and the way I was raised. And guess what? I grew up in Philly, bro. I know how this shit go. Like, I seen motherfuckers beat women. I seen all dumbass shit, bro. Like, at the end of the day, motherfuckers be having trained responses to conflict. We aren't trained when we have conflict to resolve it or walk away. We are trained that, you disrespect me, it's going to turn into physical violence. Because I only know one way to handle disrespect. As flawed as that is, as fucked up as it is what it is. It's just how shit go. It's not right. But when you dealing with that, this is what you get from it. On both sides. She from Baltimore, she Blueface can't take that, and then guess what? They fight for it. And at the end of the day, as a woman, you cannot be the man. So why even fight this uphill battle, or why even stay in a situation that's going to cause you, that does not bring you peace? At the end of the day, everybody should just be in a situation. Go lean towards peace, even if it means being alone. Fuck all this shit.
I like that, but I don't agree.
in closing of that, we were taught that when you get called a bitch,
you want to say bitch, say it.
This is the thing. If we continue the pattern with a guy, at some point we got to be the person to say, let's stop it.
Lay down. You gotta be submissive.
I know your mama taught you that. Like, hey, well, if you call somebody a bitch, you just got to be prepared for what comes after that. People taught me that shit. Straight up, you call a grown ass man. You call a grown ass man a bitch.
And men understand this about other men. Men know that when we deal with and talk to men a certain kind of way, we know what can come from behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just men know about each other. Like, men don't argue. Men do not yell at each other. You disrespect me, this is what happens after that.
After that, it's me calling you.
Sharp,
By the time I get to calling a nigga a bitch, I'm already
Hold
done.
on,
Gina and Sharp. So this day that we fought with this cup, she called me a bitch first. Ask her about what made her call me that. Ask her.
Because I felt like play with, like whatever he
How
said,
so? What I said?
I don't really remember.
Just tell him, don't play with me, my nigga.
She don't
You
remember.
can tell him like that. Like, don't play with me before we really get into it.
Don't play with me. I'm finna trip.
Hey, I can feel that.
We're talking and shit, and then the way you talking is like weird. Like he's just disrespecting me. So I'm like, yo, why you being a bitch? She like, oh yeah, and I'm like,
But you
yeah.
just
You
wait,
call me a bitch
hold
all the
on.
time.
But you just said if I call you a bitch, you should be able to call me one back, right? Is that don't think for a
But
woman
you
right now.
call
Hold
me a
on,
bitch
hold on.
regularly,
That's what she
like-
said, right?
Without
Bro.
repercussion, yes.
Bro.
Okay, so if I don't call you a bitch first and you call me one first,
That's wrong.
He can say, hey, it's cool when you say
you just
you're
said
my
how is it
bitch.
wrong?
It's cool when you
Say
do
you're
it.
my
It's a
bitch.
problem when I do it.
Chill out.
He ready to call me a bitch. He call me a
But is it
bitch.
cool when he say you my bitch?
She basically saying you should.
See, the problem is that now this is about to turn into Chrisean looking like a hypocrite. Now everybody about this is so like surface level to me. This whole engagement, cause like, bro, you know what the real solution is? Get what you want. If this ain't what you want, why you here? If she is trying to say, here's how I want my relationship to go, you call me bitch, I'm gonna call you bitch, and he's saying I don't like that, and then we're gonna fight because of it. Why stay? That's why I don't understand, Chad.
Shouldn't
Where
have
are we
got
going?
mad at it.
Like, where are we going with this?
You cool?
Yeah.
What's the point? What's
Are
the
you
purpose?
cool with him?
Why did you get mad?
Saying my bitch.
Why not?
God.
I don't know. I didn't call you a bitch.
Fucking,
Why not? Why shouldn't have I got mad at it if I didn't call
That's
you a
just a
bitch?
whole trip.
You would call me a bitch any other time when you come
We're not talking about any other time though.
I'm saying, when you're mad, when it's your time and you feel like you want to feel, you say bitch. I felt like
So
what
you
I
were
wanted
mad?
to feel,
You were mad?
and what I wanted to say, and I was upset with you, I called you a bitch.
So why did you why did you hit him with a cut?
What?
Why did you hit him with a cut?
What do you mean, why did I hit him with a cup?
That's
Yeah,
how
why
I'm
you
thinking
even with
about
the-
it, because you ain't even got the truth on you. That's why you repeated it. You think I don't know?
Bro, she's
You
so
a hell of a
bullshit.
babysitter, bro.
I'm telling you.
Whoa.
I'm telling you.
Whoa,
See,
why you
look,
do that, baby?
that type of shit.
I'm listening.
Come correct.
Jesus
Couple drinks
Christ.
after that, you gonna be like,
Come correct.
you're not even gonna think about it.
What'd you say?
No, because you had repeated, you was like this. Why did I hit him with a cup? I thought you was gonna come off because such and such, such and such.
I did hit him with a cup because the nigga wanted, like, yeah. He showed
I'm
that
saying
we're fighting,
something,
so yeah.
something so
You said
desperate.
your hand was fucked up? You said your hand was injured?
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah. I hit him with a cup. What's up? What are you saying?
Wow.
That's very violent.
Okay.
Just re-injure your
Hit him
hand.
with a cup. What's up?
So let's get violent. If you're
Rock.
violent, let's get
I
violent.
thought you loved him.
I love him, but if you want to get
What if
violent,
one day you actually
let's
hurt
get
him and
violent.
he's not here with us no
You wanna
more?
get violent?
She don't get
Rock,
it.
can I ask you a
That's
question?
not cool. That's
You want to get violent?
bad,
let's
bruh.
get violent.
Can I ask you a question?
Straight up.
So
bad.
It's the life we
You're
chose.
saying you're bad.
No, I said that's bad. I'm not
That
saying
mentality.
you're bad.
I'm saying the mentality.
I said that's
Am I supposed to
bad.
be the yes man bitch?
No, but are you supposed to sit there and always try to be the prove man, bitch? You don't have to prove everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing to
I don't want to
prove.
prove shit.
You did by hitting him with a
But if
cup.
I have a right to express myself, nigga.
With a cup,
Fuck
getting
you
hit?
talking about, yeah.
That's expressive.
Yeah, if my hand's fucked
Good
up,
Lord.
I can't hit you with my right hand.
I can only imagine what shit like she feels like getting
wait,
physical.
hold on.
This is very exposing. Sharp does not make Blueface accountable at all. And I will see people hearing the backlash for that. And that's what I said. That's why Chrisean is ultimately so defensive right now, because the way she's taking it is, I'm the bad guy, and only me. I'm the only problem here. Only me. Slumlord EJ, I appreciate the 12 months. And again, from what I know, I think that's just because every time we see something, we always see her reaction, or we always see her wilding out. And especially when we saw the Kai Sanat stream, how you know what really doesn't make it good for her case is that she treats everybody like this. Like I just seen a clip where they said she hit her former stylist or something on a runway or something. It's like, damn, gang, you just want to beat everybody up. So it's like you looking like the supervillain right now. So, but everybody who truly knows, everybody who understands these situations knows that it's not just Blueface sitting at home being a great person, and then she just is like hitting him and being angry. There's obviously something wrong with him to not leave her alone and cut her off and just say, yo, we're no good for each other. And same thing for her. But the bigger issue is not, blame Blueface for this or blame Chrisean for that. The bigger issue is realizing, like, why would y'all allow each other to stay in a relationship where you're with somebody who's not giving you what you want on a level of trust and respect? Fuck anger issues. Because, listen, guess what? Because if deep down inside, if the foundation of the relationship is built on honesty, trust, togetherness, teamwork, and the overall sense of I want better for you, you can't go wrong. Y'all gonna only grow together. Like, hey, we have these issues, but at the bottom of my heart, I have what's best for you always on my mind and in my heart. So we can never go wrong. We may fight, we may argue, but at the end of the day, I really want what's best for you. I love myself enough to leave, but I know this is not good for either of us. That's what genuine intention looks like. And this shit just seemed like, yo, what is to gain here? Who wins? And what is a win? Do you win because you made him bleed and you hurt him harder than he hurt you? Is that what you want? Who knows? Maybe he'll hurt you one day and you'll be so emotional. Or maybe she'll hurt him one day and he'll be so emotional. He hurt her in a way which is irreversible. So, like, they need to really sit here and look down the line and say, what do we want out of this situation?
Real.
People are so... Carto, I appreciate that. And guess what? When people don't break generational trauma and ways that they've dealt with conflict growing up and the ways that they've seen it, whether it be, I see my parents fight, I see my parents hit each other, so they don't know that this shit ain't wrong because it's all that they know. And when they don't sit there and say, yo, here's what I want for me, I want better, they accept it and they keep running with it. And here's what we see. This is not out of the norm. Really.
I'm scared right
It's
now.
really not.
It's to the point where it's like you have to contest that. You feel me? Like not
So you got stomped on?
not a stranger. I'm saying it's to the point where it's like as a man, you're gonna feel like you have to go there. The walk off. Mic drop, but it's bad, fool. I'm telling you, it's bad.
It's not bad. Nigga. Like, let's really tell it, or let's get to the next subject. Straight up.
All right, so tell it straight up.
The fuck?
Don't be like.
Let's tell it straight up, or let's get to the next subject.
Can we get?
Well, I just need you to be a little bit more
Which one?
respectful.
Yeah, we
Because
just
I'm
want-
trying to
that's all
really be
we- that's all
respectful.
anybody
Keep
wants,
like
respect.
swearing up like
Y'all
my
playing.
nigga, like what's happening? Like,
Because I
nigga,
can.
I take off on you,
Because I
Sharp.
can. I'm
Like,
hot.
telling you,
nigga,
Sharp.
Because I'm talking
She don't know Sharp or Pimp. He would actually like
to you.
But
I'm talking to you.
Don't talk
I
at me,
can
talk
feel
to me.
Okay, look.
I
get my
I can feel
Didn't I
your
tell you I
energy.
fucked with you when you
I
first
can
walked
feel
in?
yeah, but
I said
I
that,
can
right?
feel your
I
energy.
meant
Quickly.
that.
I can feel
I
your
don't lie,
energy.
but I don't lie.
What you're doing,
Ask
you're
me
doing, you're trying to
questions.
respect him because he's a
No,
man.
no.
But do you see this, though? I want to pause the video and say this right now. I feel as though, especially comparing to the conversation Sharp had with OG Suicide, I just want to say this to all people out there. Do not be around energies, vibes, conversations, or situations which encourage you to be a version of yourself you do not want to be. It's inevitable. It is inevitable, right? But I'm just say this. I feel like Sharp is sitting here, doing this podcast thing, comes from, like a lot of people don't come from a perfect life and wants better for himself. And this arguing, this toxicity. Now, Sharp does this. They have to argue with multiple different guests over for multiple different reasons, right? But this heated situation is like they've brought their toxicity on this show. And Sharp is trying to get to the bottom of this, but people see that, it's pointed at Chrisean right now. But what I want to say about this, bro, a lot of y'all, you get out of shit that make y'all act like this. For real. If you can control anything in your environment or situation that can make you or push you to be like this, bro, it's not even a matter of self-control. It's like, yo, I'm about to have to go there. I'm going to have to get away, or you going to have to get away. Something got to happen. Because if we continue to be around each other like this, it's only going to get worse for both of us. We can see a productive conversation from this. This shit is arguing right now. It's nothing productive about this.
Yeah, you fuck with him.
I still respect you.
Sometimes it got to get ugly before it get better, though.
Cool, but if you can
still
hear me
respect
out,
shit.
if you can hear me out,
I
stop
am, but
talking
you're
to
just
me.
like,
If you
fuck
can
out
hear
of
me
here, my
out, then
nigga.
that'd be
That
cool.
shit
like,
ratchet.
Go ahead. What do you want to say? What do you want to say right
Yeah,
now?
But that shit just changed the
Let's see.
whole
Not even just trying to disrespect you. Just
Nobody
hear me out.
disrespect you one time in
So
here.
what is it?
What is it?
The fuck?
The cups. We're talking about the cups. And
It's the Hennessy.
you were
It's
getting,
not Hennessy. I'm talking.
But I'm saying, listen.
I would love for her to just be on
Right,
that
so
thing.
do you-
I start sipping some rosé
Fuck
and
champagne.
things.
Fuck
I know you
rosé.
wanna be on that-
Nigga,
that
we
dog.
here.
Rock, do you-
Nobody
disrespect the
I'm
other.
not disrespecting.
You are.
No, I'm
You
not.
are.
I'm coming. How you coming? Let's go.
No, he's
Let's
not
go.
coming like that,
You
though.
done got up. You done did all types of
Nobody's
extra
coming
shit.
like that.
No, we're keeping all this.
You the only person coming like
All right,
that.
I have a question.
I ain't say erase it. I said run that shit back.
I have a question, Rock.
What?
am.
I mean, not what, but yes. No, because I'm defensive right now. You know,
You don't have to be defensive. We listening.
You was our
It's
friend
just a sensitive
15 minutes
topic.
ago.
What's
We
the
was worried
sensitive
about your
topic?
feelings.
everything. We're talking about a glass cup going through your head. You trying to say? You trying to say?
You want to act like you give a fuck, man.
You're trying. I always gave a fuck. You're trying to say, and you're trying to gaslight me. Just let me talk for myself. I don't like nobody setting me up in a conversation. Let me talk for myself. You saying what you're saying. You saying, okay, I disrespected you. Wooty wooty wham. I had no what reason to disrespect you?
Yeah.
How?
What was the reason?
What do you mean?
If anybody disrespects
Whatever you said.
Listen.
Look,
But
whatever you said.
That's the
triggered
move
me.
part. Like,
Whatever you
if
said.
somebody
triggered
disrespect
me.
me, I can tell you exactly what they said, how they said it, which part I didn't like, and what triggered me.
Yeah, but
I'm
like,
not gonna say.
I'm
what
the type of
happened, Rock?
bitch. Like, all right, if I feel disrespect, I'm like, and I say what I say. Like, all right, you been a bitch.
She said,
He didn't take it like how I said it. He like,
Yo.
oh, you call me a bitch?
Yo.
Yeah, what you mean? You call me a bitch all the time when you feel like I'm a bitch, you feel like I'm a bitch, so you gonna say it. So why can't I say you a bitch? Because I feel like you a bitch. Like, straight up.
Yeah,
You feel like it hurt your feelings when you say it.
So if a nigga play with you,
Right.
and you feel like
Your
a
feelings
bitch,
was hurt.
and I say you a bitch, and then I'm like, okay.
This is really the epitome of a lot of people's lives, that they feel powerless if they cannot enact physical or external power over another person. So for, you know, the emotional powerlessness she felt from the verbal words or the argument or the engagement, she said, you know, what can I do? I'm going to get this glass bottle, and this is going to allow me to get back at the powerlessness I felt. This is going to give me the strength, this violence, this physical damage. A lot of people live like this, bro. A lot of people live like this, bro. They are so emotionally and spiritually off put that they only feel as strong as they can harm someone. Oh, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna do damage to you. I want you to. That's the whole idea of revenge and all that. You made me feel a certain way. I'm getting back on you, and that's my power.
You say you always tell me when I'm a bitch. Why can't I tell you when you a bitch?
Because-
Okay, that's weird.
Listen. You can
Straight up.
Wait, hold on, Gina. You can tell me that.
Bro, you say, oh, you need to remember word for word. I don't, bro. Because the one
That's
thing about
crazy.
me, one thing about trauma,
slurring your
I like
words,
to, no.
Told you,
Like,
Trump.
I'm not drunk.
There we.
One thing about trauma, one thing about shit that play with me,
Why do you
I
have so
want to
much trauma?
forget.
Why you have so
What
much
do you
trauma?
mean? I don't, I
Right,
kinda
that's
like,
what I asked earlier.
I
I
wanna
got
know too.
detoured.
Why
are
you
you
got so much
getting? Are you
I'm
getting
asking
it?
you why you have so much trauma.
Fuck the trauma. I'm talking about the
Well,
situation
you
we're
brought it
talking
up.
about. You're trying to like change the subject and play with me because I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm
You
lit.
said we don't think
I'm
you're
lit,
drunk.
nigga.
We don't
I'm
think
lit.
you're drunk.
What's
We
up?
got your back.
The fuck?
Why are you
What's up?
acting like we're your enemies here?
I'm not. I'm trying to talk to y'all, and y'all not letting me talk. Y'all trying to talk
We
for me.
are, but
like,
talk to us
straight
like we
up.
fam. I was hella cool. We was
And then
hella
you're
cool
laughing.
20 minutes
Hold
ago.
on. Wait. Express
What?
yourself.
Let me drink?
All right,
Yeah.
good.
This shit, wow.
Rock, do you ever
Wow.
so I'm not against you. I'm here
I'm
with
not
you. I'm
against
listening.
Nobody here.
But
I ain't
I
trying to
am-
laugh and trying to
Nobody's
get a
against-
joke. What
cause
you
you-
I ain't
saying?
against you. I might be
trying
against
to
certain
joke,
situations.
Stop
Hey,
playing with me.
listen, I might be
That
against
was
certain
playing with me.
situations,
Trying to joke
but I'm not
what she
against
said,
her
she
per
said.
se.
What you playing
Nobody's
for?
against you.
What you playing
over
for?
here.
So
Lit.
It's
I
sensitive.
think I'm gonna finish.
What
the
you
interview.
playing for?
I think I'm gonna finish the interview.
No, you're not.
You wanna do it by yourself?
What do you mean? Do it by
I'm gonna do it.
myself?
I'm gonna do it. I'm
Are
not
you
finna-
looking at
Hold on,
me?
No. Wait, listen to what I'm saying. Fuck.
No, because you're being weird.
Listen to what I'm saying.
They're talking to me. Am I supposed to just be quiet?
That's crazy. This
If
type
you
of-
want me
look,
to be
guys,
quiet,
look.
I
I'll be
never thought I'd be
quiet.
dealing with a female like
If you
this.
want,
Yeah, it kind of seemed like for her once that switch get flipped, it's no she's on go.
Like,
want me to be
listen,
quiet, I'll
usually
be
when I talk
quiet.
sharp, my bitch gonna shut the fuck up. Listen,
Man, that's
supposed to.
weird,
Listen to what I'm
bro.
saying.
Like,
Talking late.
hey,
Hold on,
shut the
I
fuck
feel
up
what
when
you're
I say
saying.
shut
hold
the
on, sharp.
fuck up.
This usually when I talk, I'm used to a bitch shutting the fuck up. Listen to what
Shout
I'm
out to this person who brought her some water.
saying,
Y'all can't see her.
dissecting it, and then picking her part of
Shout out to
Her
her.
truth.
exactly.
I feel it.
This
Shout out
one
to
right
her.
here, she just
Stop saying this one right here.
She
Talk
just
to
like-
me. Look at me.
it's like-
I'm right here. I'm fucking right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm right here with you.
Whoa.
Stop playing with me with Shark. I love you. You just talking to Shark and you trying to like isolate me from that conversation. I love you. I'm sorry. You want me to be the bitch you talking about? What you talking to Shark about? I'll be that bitch. You said any other bitch.
This just tried to take a whole 180, bro.
Like what?
Just
I'll
sit
be
here and
cool
say, I
and
don't
I'll
want
be
nobody to
quiet.
speak
I'll
for
be
me.
cool.
I speak for myself.
I'll be cool and I'll be
Why you
quiet.
still
Like
talking,
I'll be
man?
cool.
If you
Like,
gonna be quiet, why you still talking?
cause I'm talking to you, man.
What are you talking about?
Cause Daddy, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. How I feel.
Jesus Christ, please bless this screen. What is going on? Only God can deal with these demons. What the hell? What the hell? Burn that already. What the? Bro, what are we watching, bro? Y'all gotta see this emotional roller coaster, man. The very high and the very low lows. Pay attention.
So let's bring things.
Gotta get hit like that.
Rock, I have a question for you.
We're trying to get to some questions here, sweetie. For real.
I don't care. I don't look bad. I look like myself.
Rock, I have a question for you.
The fuck? They asking hard questions that nobody never asks. And this is how I'm answering them straight up. If you don't want to be with me, answer this
I fuck with that. She said they're asking some hard ass questions.
Damn.
I feel that shit. She said, hold on.
Ask them questions. So
We're trying here, baby, but
Well, I have another hard question.
hello, babe. Why not?
Come on, why are you bitches?
hey, come on. Hey, Rock.
I'm gonna step out and let y'all do the interview.
All right.
What are you
She won't let him go.
Hey.
up for?
Oh my God, the attachment is scary.
Here.
The attachment is scary, bro.
It's okay.
He said, man, if I grab this bitch and body slam her.
No, he about to sit back down.
Let me back in this room. Are you serious?
Tiny, either you gonna body slam her or I'll body slam her. You
Hey,
pick.
Psych.
Schoolyard, pick one. I got security in here, y'all better call
Hey,
me.
Psych, can you please help
Call
me?
your
Get
security.
some help with that, please.
Now we see how he act when she trying to push that button.
Thank you.
Nobody do that to me, bro. Blue. Okay.
If y'all
We got security with them. They're cool. Yeah, hey, please.
Jay, fix her. Better get the security quick. Get the security quick.
Come on, we got it. Hey, we just trying to get you right, sweetie.
Y'all done
Come on
made a
now.
sign up in here and you ain't got the security on standby? No, take her outside. Take her outside. Take her outside.
Okay.
Is Tone around?
Blue.
She calling for Blueface.
Why is he just missing me like that? Back up. Blue. Why are you not?
You're a good man, bro. You're a good man.
And you trying to act like I'm by myself like I didn't come with
Hey,
you.
this is sick.
We know you came with him, sweetie, but right now it's just time to isolate that a little bit. Josh, everything under control? Everything good? Okay. We're fine.
Is the mics going to pick that up, or can we? Are the mics going to pick that up, or can we finish? Should we?
Take her outside.
We keeping this all good.
No, you good, Blue. Sit down.
Blue, you come sit down when you ready, church. We got you. We're here for you. We waiting on you. Yeah, we ain't cutting nothing. We'll just turn that one off, please. Yeah, please turn that one off right there.
Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta listen.
I don't talk for you, remember? I don't speak for you. I don't speak for you.
She gonna
Yeah, he definitely no good for her, but it seemed like she won't let him go.
learn the hard way, church. One
Man, I'm
day.
trying to tell you.
She actually got a good dude in her life.
Cause I
real,
don't
for
speak.
real.
I don't speak for you. I don't speak for you.
Right.
That's what you said the whole interview. I don't speak for you. So now you're cut. Like, bro, close the blinds, bro. Close the blinds. Take her outside if you got to.
She better. I see what started this temper tantrum.
Bro, take her outside. No, I know you can't, but they can.
Yeah. Hey, can we please get her outside,
Tiny,
please,
take her
for a little
outside,
bit,
bro.
please?
Pick her up by her ankle.
Tone, can you please help, please? Tone, can you please help assess the
You want to
situation,
be a
please?
man? I'm gonna show you.
Not being a man.
You're
You come
okay.
here.
No, you're out.
Come
You're
here.
gone, bro.
Papa, you come here.
There ain't nobody trying to grab your woman ever like people trying to just be respectful, you know? But
If I do what I want to do,
we ain't gonna let you know because you're not catching no cases.
exactly.
You're not doing any of that. That's not what we have you here for. And I'm proud of you for sitting back and really just taking care of your business. She'll be at home later on. You'll still be able to talk and assess the situation. But right now, yeah, I just think it's best that it just.
Yeah, they definitely have to be separated. But bro, listen, like this is why the attachment going crazy. and you can see they handle heated moments differently. He tried to walk away and say, "Yo, like this shit about to get bad, so let me walk away before it get bad." And she tried to only get closer to him, and then him leaving triggered her more and made her more angry. Now I see what triggered this tantrum, chat. Listen, not everybody has the same. She crazy as hell. No, not everybody has the same methods of handling and dealing with heated moments, bro. Some people are like, yo, if I'm mad at you, leave me alone. Give me a couple of days. Give me some hours. If not, like, I need to go clear my own mind so this shit don't get too tense. And then some people don't handle shit like that. So when they handle this shit differently, him walking away for him to calm down only made her more mad. If y'all peep, that's what just happened.
That Hennessy, man.
So she really about to throw attention right now, bro.
Nothing to talk about.
There's nothing to talk, like, all that's gonna do is add fuel to the fucking fire.
No, keep. I gotta take you. I gotta take you. He come here, bro. What are you like? Why you doing that? Why you doing that? What are you doing that for?
Josh, don't worry. Whatever it is,
That's crazy.
It's good. Hey, Josh, how's the camera? How's the TV? Is it good?
Yo.
That's gonna be
It broke?
viral.
Yo.
Fuck.
Gina,
There's the neighborhood.
I don't know why you agreeing with her on that
Hey,
bullshit.
is the TV okay? Is it broke?
I didn't agree with
You did. You said,
And
yeah,
that's-
right. If I call you a bitch, you
We're all
call
just
me
what I
a bitch.
understood.
Hey, man, I know protocol. Supposed to
There's
sit my
two
ass
different
right in my
things.
seat.
Two different things.
We rolling. We still going.
If I go
Yeah,
making
we
out
still
with a
going.
girl,
We rolling. It's
if you
all
go
right.
making out with a girl, it's gonna be two different headlines, right?
Yeah.
So how come if you call me a bitch and I call you a bitch, it's the same thing?
Well, that's why I said that she was trying to justify it. I didn't say I agree. I said I
You
understand
did.
what she's
Sorry,
saying.
what she said.
She don't say it like no prissy ass woman. Like,
You know me. You know how I get down.
No, she be like, you bitch ass nigga. What you on? Like, man. Like, it made me tell I'm like, damn, is you gonna take off on me? Like,
Yeah,
fuck
like,
it. She already had the Hennessy bottle like this walking up. I'm like, you all right?
It's too high powered.
That's
like,
high
it's not-
powered, bro.
For what? You feel me? You living good, you getting money, we doing a thing, we together.
She's out there yelling.
We
at
got
the
a
top
show, we got. I don't post no bitch on my gram. Gina.
Do you think that and I'm asking
Blueface, you know me. You know how I move. You know I don't get down like that.
Blue,
So
you've been in this shit for a long time. I'm gonna ask you a real question right now. You've been in the spotlight. You've been in the limelight for quite some time now. Do you really, because she's got this fame now, do you feel like she's mentally prepared and ready to take on this new life?
Hell no. But I feel like I'm the only person who has enough patience for her.
Right.
So I don't want to see her demise be,
Of course you don't.
oh, I just said fuck you, and then everybody you deal with now is,
I see you helping the fuck out of her.
it's gonna blackball you.
You
know?
gave her motion.
I know.
Do y'all understand this conversation, man? Oddly enough, the argument here is that, like, all right, yeah, I might beat you up. Yeah, we might argue and fight. But I still love you. That's what this conversation is. I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I might fuck you up. We might argue. We might be toxic. But guess what? The devil you know is better than the one you don't. That's what this argument is. And what will I say to that? Bullshit. Let's even say it's true. You gotta get yourself right first, gang, in order to even do something like that. It's a difference between good intention and impact. It's a difference between intention and impact. Okay, your intentions are in the right place. Black Star, I appreciate the 13 months. I you know what? A part of me actually believes that what he just said. Like, yo, I know she ain't ready for all this fame. This shit will drown her. She might want to harm herself. He might know stuff about her we don't. I'm not even saying might. He definitely does. So I believe there's some deep down care down there. But it's like I said, chat, like when you only know one way of handling things and you're pushed to handle things, you're going to do what you know. Whether it be violence, verbal disrespect, You fucking name it. It's just all that you know. Which is why I said if his intention is really there, you gotta get yourself right first, gang, because it like you have to now overpower her bad habits. You now have to overpower. Like if I'm gonna go in a situation and say, all right, I'm gonna be the example, I'm gonna be the standard, and I want better for everybody else. I am held at the greatest standard because I'm the leader. I'm now saying naturally I want to be the leader, or I'm trying to lead this situation how I want it to go. Let's be honest, bro. One has to die, bro, because they ain't going. Yo, shut the fuck up in the comments, man. See, y'all be the people, man. I'm trying to talk about some real shit here. Yo, listen. The point I'm making is though, I genuinely truly believe he has some care for this woman deep down, like, you know what I'm saying. But you gotta work on yourself before you sit here and say, okay, I have good intention with a person, because guess what? Your bad habits are gonna come out in moments of heat. The shit that you ain't deal with, the shit that you ain't work out with yourself, it will only come to the surface when some heated shit happen.
I knew she was damn.
Ty, you gotta think they got a chance to work this shit out, or this whole thing down to end badly. I think if it continues on the trajectory that it's on now, it will continue to end badly. Like they have to have a dead ass, like, I'm telling you, because they have to grow individually. Or get on the same page as a whole. Like, yo, listen, we're gonna run this money up, we're gonna take care of each other, and we're gonna lock in. But that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. Because when it's shit that, like I said, when it's shit that you have not dealt with, and you bring it to the table with you. Let's say I grew up seeing my pop beat my mom, or my pop and my mom argue, and that's how I know that people handle conflict. I bring that to my next relationship unless I recognize it. I'm not going to use big ass words. Unless I recognize it, call it out for bad behavior, or say that I want to break that cycle, and then I go to my new relationship with a new cycle or a new way that I want my life to be. If I never do that, I continue what I know. And that's what this looks like. They're both continuing what they know. I mean, I've even seen stories where they said that, you know, her father beat her mom, and he's saying, you know, he's seen this beat this person and blah, blah, blah. They're just continuing the habits and the cycles that they know, and it's not going to get better that way. At all.
You know,
at all.
Show out though, all the women be damaged clearly. But I don't know. She just.
Do you think this relationship is crippling your career?
Not at all. I mean, if you see me as a rapper, yeah, you'll see that. But I'm the type of person, like, I just want to be the best at things, right? So if I start to rap, once I become the best at it, I'm going to either fall in love with being the best at it, or I'm going to fall out of love with the whole shit. Mm-hmm. And rap is something I just fell out of. Once I became best, top 10, I'm in this person's top 50 best rappers of all time.
Is that all you wanted, was just to be on top and be like, all right, fuck it. You probably drive for goals. You're like, once I reach that.
No, it wasn't fulfilling. That's the point he's making. It wasn't fulfilling. It was a quick high and quick enjoyment.
Fun no more.
Exactly.
It's not fun no more.
Exactly.
Now
all right, chat. So we're gonna skip to the part of when she comes back.
I'm trying to get in the room. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys are being. That's when y'all see us running upstairs and she got the knife. I'm like, what? On that?
I didn't know.
On Gia?
I didn't know there was a knife involved.
The knife? Yeah, she ran upstairs with the knife. I'm like, no. Just like, I don't know. My family's kind of, I guess they crazy. They gangsters for real. Like,
do you see yourself doing
they don't turn down.
another 2-girl relationship?
Hell no.
Again?
Not with her. Not as long as I'm dealing with her. I mean, I plan on sticking it out with her. I plan on helping her out until it's just unhelpable.
Yeah.
You know?
I can fix her.
I feel like everybody's helpable. So.
Check, he got that. I can fix her.
Were you and NBA YoungBoy trolling when y'all said y'all might be doing a show together?
Shit, I don't think so. I think maybe we were just hitting it off, speaking something to existence that may or may not happen.
That's gonna be, but
Zeus?
You know what? It always stands. It'll be there though. Mm-hmm. That's good.
It's always documented. Right? Yeah.
What about
crazy ass keep a good old relationship, so we know how this shit go.
Yeah, we're trying to get something going right now that we're gonna have to talk to you about
for real
later on.
Yeah, y'all know I'm all in. I fuck with y'all. Y'all interviewed my cast from season 1 to season 5.
That shit was crazy. So, what was your take from the first one? Gina, I'm gonna tell you this. It was all her fault. But she plotted all that shit. From the first one, like, oh, well, let Sharp do it. I didn't really know at the time, like, what we was hopping into.
what you was doing. You was
You know
just
what I'm
like,
saying?
all
I'm
right.
just like, oh, okay, we about to sit down with some chicks. And then all before I knew it, Gina was getting in the mix of the shit. She's like, hold on, Sharp just walked into the other room. And I'm just,
Right.
I didn't know if it was gonna get physical. Y'all know I try to keep the peace.
Yeah, the last one, they tried it, huh?
Yeah.
They about to start fighting in the
But
picture.
you know what?
I got hit in the head.
You
Wait, what
said
happened?
it though to me, and I agree with you. And even me and Gina,
I don't
we
think I
talked
seen
about
that
it,
one.
like the cast did get better.
No, yeah.
You did get better with the cast.
Always got to elevate. That's the main focus.
What's up with your future in boxing?
Man, I'm just waiting for a call. I'm just waiting for a fight. I'm just waiting for somebody who wants to take on a rapper. I feel like there's no rappers in it, so I'm really putting myself out there regardless. So if it's not coming to me, I'm not finna.
If you can call out anybody
diss
right
nobody.
now, who would you call out?
Who would I call out? I mean, I'm gonna call out realistic opponents like Jake Paul. We could fight. Boom Gang, I think is a good one.
I was gonna say that the Jake Paul, because you know I
came
think
back,
that'd
yeah,
be
she came back.
that'd be kind of dope, because you know I think he'll be quick to want to take it on, because he feels like you probably have less experience, him coming from trying to fight people from UFC or
and it'll still be a plus for him.
Well, for sure, 100%, it'd
Plus
be a
for him.
win. I'm getting front row seats, and I'll pay for mine. I don't even want nothing for
Yeah,
free.
it'll be
I'll
a
pay
win
my
for
joints.
him, not in the fight, but as an event. But Boom Gang is a good matchup. I like Wiz Khalifa. That's a good one. I be trying to pick people that's like
It's been seeming like you've been trying to
my height, my size.
You're not trying to do the rematch with
King.
Swaggy?
I would love to, yeah. I mean,
Y'all was
I
supposed to
don't
fight
need
last
to.
year.
He kind of embarrassed himself the last time.
He got squabbled?
Yeah, he like.
I saw that
Yeah,
shit.
like he kind of like.
I saw that shit.
When you watching it, like I would have beat
They
this
did have
nigga
a
up.
okay.
Okay, so boxing is like
change.
when you're tired, you'll give up if you don't save your energy good. So it's like the first round you'll be good, the second round you'll be good, the third or fourth is when it's like the real dog and you're supposed to come out because you're tired. You don't want to keep your hands up any longer, and it's like you either gonna be a dog or you just gonna be like, you know, I'm throwing the towel, like, and that's what he did. He didn't get knocked out. If you look at it, he didn't even get hit. He just gave up, like, I'm tired.
He was tired.
It's done. Like,
Yeah.
So I personally feel like he already, like, you know.
What would you consider yourself, more of an offensive fighter or a defensive
I
fighter?
said Ty versus Nico.
That's a good question. I feel like,
Should you really give up the sauce?
I'm-
Don't want nobody knowing.
I'm a counter fighter. I'm a counter fighter, but I'm better on the inside.
Yeah.
So I'm better on my back foot and seeing what you about to do and counter, but I'm better like doing that like when we right in front of each other. You get me?
Yeah.
So I feel like a defensive fighter, you might be more steps back and more like, you know, I'm more like that, but on the inside. So I would like, I don't know, maybe my offense is my defense.
Hi, Rock. Welcome back.
Welcome back, man.
Welcome back.
We were talking
Feeling better?
very great about you. Speaking highly.
For real.
You okay? Can I have a kiss?
Why did you let him take me out?
Bro, you was spazzing. You talking about nobody speaks for me. I can.
I did want you back up in
So
here,
when you
though.
start
We all
wilding
did.
out, I can't. Don't expect me to speak for you if I can't speak for you when it's fine and dandy. I'm not gonna speak for you when it's wilding out if I can't speak when it's fine and dandy.
Don't let him take me out. That's weird.
Okay, control yourself.
I'm controlling
Make your
myself.
man look like a.
I'm
good
controlling
man.
myself. Why we have to talk about like sensitive topics? Like we should.
Because that's what we're here for. You see all these
Okay.
cameras? They're not here for
You
us to
should
tell
say
them
next.
our best day
You
ever.
should say next.
You should see.
Don't
You
try to make
telling
me
me what I
seem
should have
like-
said.
I'm just saying, like you should.
I
seem like
dictate.
was
I wear the
playing.
pants. You don't tell me what I should have said. I'm gonna tell you what
Daddy,
you should have said.
I'm not meaning
Alright.
like that. You,
That's what it sounds like.
no, I mean
Don't
like,
tell me what I should have said. If I want to answer a question, trust me to answer for the both of us in the best interest for both of us. Simple as that.
I'm saying like I wasn't.
You're
supposed to
still
be-
trying to prove a point. You're not even listening.
I didn't want to prove a point.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, you said.
If I'm asked a question that
ask
you
a
don't like,
question,
you should
and
just
you
be
don't
quiet.
like, you're gonna
still talking.
answer it in our best interest. That's what you said. I heard you.
Because we together, right?
Stop making it seem like I didn't
You
hear
don't trust me to
man.
answer for us?
You can answer.
Do you
it.
trust me to speak for us on behalf of us, both of us, not just me or you? If it's no, you can say no. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm asking for pure honesty. If you don't trust me to speak for both of us, say no.
So he speaks so well. He speaks so fucking well. She can't win. She can't win there. Yo, when I tell you, he just cooked her right there. Like, yo, I can say what I want, and you should trust me to speak of something in the best interest of blah, blah, blah. Right or wrong. And you can say that it's wrong. Speak your mind. But it's like, at the same time, no. I want to see what she about to say to this, though. No, he just cooked her
I
bad.
don't trust you to speak for both of us.
That's not cool.
And that would totally go against you telling me to speak for you while you're getting thrown out.
I have a question for you guys.
But at the same time, it seemed like she kind of saying it to go along with it. Like, she really don't agree with it.
I didn't get thrown out.
That's
You
what I
told him to
thought.
take me out.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I walked off. You could have stayed here and finished the
said-
interview.
I
If you
was
were a
getting a
smart,
shot.
strategic
I was
person,
getting a shot
no, you
and-
wasn't. You was
Yes,
trying to
I
run
was.
with me. I grabbed your arm. I walked off. So you have a very vague memory. Like you don't remember what you want to.
Getting the shot.
So when you got kicked off, you was getting a shot.
All I was doing was getting the shot.
What's your question, Jenna?
Talking about what we was talking about.
She ain't learned nothing. What's
You
your question?
said what you
She
said.
came out with the same.
And you left the leave.
with
I
the
wanna
same.
know
That did not look good, though. The way she just remembered that. Like, she clearly was not trying to get a shot. She was trying to see where he was going and chasing him out the door. He does not respect her at all. They don't respect each other. You know what I'm saying? At all. And deep down inside, a part of them cares about each other, so they tolerate whatever the fuck comes with this crazy shit. He is manipulative, unfortunately. I'll deal with a man like this. I think that's when people start to see it both ways, you'll start to really realize it's not just him manipulating her or some shit like that. Like, you literally need to see that they have issues. They both have issues. And when they're in this relationship together, it just is not working.
Be able to do, I want to be able to do this again, just
Stop
without
rushing me
the
on.
super.
How would you fix this relationship? First and foremost, people gotta take accountability for what they do. Like, just off of what a Blueface has said today, the squeezing her hand right there with the cut. Like, what did you think she was gonna do? You should have known she was gonna draw on you. Secondly, that's just a specific example. But secondly, to go to Chrisean, like, the defensive ways you respond to something, like, recognize, like, all right, what do you expect to gain from that? Do you think he's going to change? Do you think you're going to literally knock some sense into him? Because that's how motherfuckers, you know, that's how we grow up. Like, I'm going to beat your ass and that's going to do something to you. But, like, bro, like, you shouldn't be wanting to fight somebody your whole life. Like, that's the thing. They need to recognize the way that I'm handling this relationship, where do I think I'm going to go with this?
Return.
And he doesn't respect her boundaries either. Listen, if he's going to put his hands on her, if she's going to put his hands on him, respect goes out of the window. That's what I think some of y'all don't understand when y'all say stuff like, oh, he doesn't respect her, he calls her this, he calls her that. Like, clearly that has been thrown out the window a long time ago. So we're not even on the ballpark of saying, oh, well, your partner feels disrespected when you call them this. Can you stop calling them that? Like, we way past that. We way past that. At this point, it's not even about who respects who and who respects. It's like, yo, just leave each other alone if you're not going to give each other what y'all want. That's the bottom line.
Like, 'cause I want her back too. I want her to come back.
Maybe guess what? Maybe he could be with a woman who does not give a fuck because he calls her a bitch. But if she don't like that, if she gonna argue with him and fight him every time he say it, like, do y'all not get that? Like, if you gonna be with somebody that you're going to clash with over things that you would not even have to discuss with another person, what's the point?
You like, and maybe we can kind of like really get a good one in, because I feel like she got some good, like, she's got music and shit to talk about. Like, there's shit to talk about, and I feel like we've spent this whole, like, we've gotten some good content.
We were supposed to be shooting a music video when y'all came in.
It was dope. Yeah, what happened?
Are we still shooting the music video?
Is it over?
We still shooting?
I guess it's over. We had fun. I'll tell you this. I had fun. Gina, did you have fun with this one?
Yes, this is gonna be a classic
If
and
y'all
one
felt
for the books.
disrespected, I'm sorry.
We love you.
No,
But
we
if I
good.
felt-
Okay.
No, let her finish her apology. Go ahead. That's the right thing to do.
We love
Go ahead,
you.
keep going.
You good.
Is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to get off your chest?
No, I was just trying to speak my truth, and y'all got me escorted.
Well, I want your truth. I want you to come back if that's okay with you. If you can come back. I mean, I would love to have you. You're more than welcome. even through the escapades and everything, I would love to have you back. And I don't say that to a lot of people, but I do want you to come back because I feel like you do have a lot to say. It just kind of turned up. Maybe it went where it wasn't supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Because she do, bro. And I feel like
I agree.
We need to come back and do it right.
This is one of her worst interviews. I've sat in interviews and listened to her talk.
But we're going to come back and she can come and redeem that. Why not?
Not in
Oh
the
my
mood.
God.
I can't say it's one of my worst interviews.
Because
She completely missed the whole conversation that Sharp just had.
you're not letting them ask the questions. You're not letting me
They
speak.
asked them
You're not letting her speak.
crazy questions, bro. And they make
I think right now she's like that anger is lingering, so she's so hyper focused on, you know, the disrespectful things and being triggered, man. She can't even like catch what's going on right now.
me look like I was the aggressor in
You
that
are.
situation.
You were.
When I
were.
called you a bitch because I felt like I could call you a bitch and I didn't hit you first. That's all I said. And then everything went left. What do you mean?
Yeah. You got any other questions? Or are we done?
I'm pretty much, I mean, I think
I
it's
had at least 50 more.
but I feel
We
like,
can
That's
do
your
another
last
one.
one.
yeah, come on, let's run
That's
one
your
more.
best one.
Let's run one more.
That she can
Well,
answer.
I want to know why in the beginning were you so hesitant on publicizing the relationship? Because I remember when she would get the tattoos
Oh, yeah,
and stuff
right.
that you wanted her to say, like, hey, I'm just your manager.
Uh-oh.
You know, in the beginning,
Uh-oh.
it wasn't that type of relationship for me. I loved her. I cared deeply for her, but it was more of a, I want you to be a better you, not I want you to be my bitch or like a better you for me. It was a little thing like, so I wasn't trying to make it seem unprofessional too soon. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to make it seem like, oh, they're fucking, so she's getting on because she's fucking a rapper. I wanted her to get her own street cred, like, oh yeah, it's like she got on. She got up off the little show and then she made an impression and she made it happen. Not like, oh, she's sucking his dick good, so he's gonna like push her to the front type thing. So that's my approach. But after a while, I just stopped denying it for real and was just like, I mean, you love her, right? You know, talking to myself and I'm like, yeah, you know, I love her. She's attractive, beautiful. I'm not gay, you know, what the fuck, like.
You find any truth in this, Rock? You find any truth in what he's saying right now?
Yeah, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying, are you finding the truth in it? Do you disagree? Do you
No, I
feel?
agree.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's what she loves the most about me is like I wasn't one of those niggas who just came up like, yo, I'm this dope rapper, like wanna fuck me and then like get benefits off the.
Well, that's not even how y'all met.
Nah, I know, but I'm saying that's usually how it would start
Right,
from like a rapper to a female. It would be like, yo,
Right.
this dope rapper.
I guess they expressing how genuine it was in the beginning.
So the average woman's not used to a man like, you know, let's try this route. Let's approach your music here. Let's promote you there. And like fucking is like the last thing, you know? So like
I think that's why they care about each other so deeply. It's like it really was genuine. I don't know where the fuck all this shit came from.
I think she fell in love with that mostly. Like it was more,
What's the end goal?
Money, longevity.
Yeah, the money, longevity, but my end goal is for her to be the best her, with or without me. It's not like I'm like trying to like hold her under me or
What do you
like
mean?
it's kind of like a Mayweather Javante type situation, you know? Like
You want me to do
That's a
without
good
you?
way to put it.
yeah, it's kind of like that, you know? Like all
Shout out
right,
to both of them. Mayweather, man, and Javante,
What's the
man.
ideal version of her in your head? What is her best her?
she's dangerous, man.
Why you gotta say that?
All she needs to do is control her powers for her good, you know? She's dangerous. She knows how to do everything, but she just doesn't know how to like flip the switch. Like, okay, this is coming off. Bad for the camera, let me turn it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she gonna crash out.
You don't do it either.
So that's what I want her further. I don't want her to crash out. I don't want her to say fuck herself to prove a point to you, or me. You know, you should always consider.
That's what I said. I didn't want to see her crash.
Yeah, you
Not
want to
here,
consider
homie.
yourself.
Like,
I'm not gonna be like,
I took a
fuck
liking
me.
to her in the beginning. I said, no. I said, this is the place. Trust me. This is the place. The Sharp Tank is a place you could really come. Come say that shit. Like
Yeah,
they
like
gonna
comfortably.
hear you.
Not
They
like
gonna hear you. Like for
defensively,
real. Yeah, I
comfortably.
promise
Rock,
you.
do you see yourself accomplishing the person of you that he has in his head to make the relationship work?
We cool. Y'all just asked the iffy question. I said too much because I'm drunk. And he got
No,
uncomfortable.
you were saying too much before that though. Like
Yeah, don't blame it on the alcohol now, Chrisean.
since this interview started, you came like a roller coaster.
Yeah,
Like
baby. What?
Like, you didn't come like with the right head on your shoulders. Can we agree to that?
Mean?
When you sat down in this seat right here, did you have the right head on your shoulders?
Yeah,
So why you was crying?
because I was always crying.
Why?
Because I'm very emotional. I don't know why I'm crying.
Yeah, that's not the right head on your shoulders, though.
That's the right head.
No, she like low key delusional. Not even low key, she's delusional.
The right head on your shoulders,
Talk
you'll
to
be able to
me.
explain and critique and, you know, articulate
stop
and say
saying
everything that
that.
you
Stop
feel. It wouldn't be like a
Articulating
question mark in the air
saying-
like,
It's no question mark.
why is Chrisean crying today?
What do you mean?
You still haven't told us why you was crying.
She was good before Blueface. False. 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 I believe that when they got together, it only, and for her to love him so deeply, it only brought out more of what she already was. When y'all need to stop blaming people for who you are as a person. Y'all need to stop doing that. Like I was this before that. No, you always choose who you are. Me and you can go through the exact same thing. Me and you can witness the exact same trauma and respond completely differently. Do not blame other people for who you are. I believe, especially come thinking of this. Playboy Sam, I appreciate the 15 months.
Sup pal, TyKwonDoe the moon.
When you see that she's saying in her household that her own parents have hit each other and fought in front of each other, do you think that when she hits him that he made her do that? No, she already seen it. She already was exposed to it. Stop blaming other people for who you are as a person. That's the biggest bullshit you could subscribe to in life. You are who you always choose to be. Now, however you justify it is up to you. She could justify hitting him by saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna let you play with me like any other bitch." And her answer is violence. Another person in that same situation would say something different. Maybe they'll say, "I wouldn't let him play with me like any bitch, so guess what I did? I left him." Or maybe, as we all say as guys, like, I'm not staying with a woman like this. Are you stupid? I don't give a fuck what I grew up and saw. I take the power in my soul and who I am as a person. Like, I'm not, don't sit here and blame, she was this before that, or he was this before that. Like, nah, bro, you always who you choose to be.
And in the beginning of the interview.
Because I said I'm emotional. I said it's either I'm on my period or I'm pregnant.
But things aren't that black and white.
Mm.
Sadly.
I answer your
I
question.
know, but that's still a question. You answer my question.
That's the answer to the question.
No, that's a question.
That's still a question?
Yeah.
After I answered it?
It's either my period or my pregnancy. That's a question, correct? That's
an answer though, right?
No, it's a question.
I mean, sweetie, I didn't understand it because I was like, I know you can't have both going on at the same time, but you had clarified
either
it. You
or.
clarified it for me. You said, well, it's either coming or I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm feeling indifferent. And I can understand that now.
So
but
what
at
is
first
the
it was just
question?
kind of like, whoa, you can't have a period and a pregnant. Like, you ain't going to be bleeding. I'll tell you that.
What Blue is asking is what physical or actual situation happened that triggered you to cry? Not just the period and the emotions that you feeling inside of you. What happened that triggered it?
That's what I'm saying. I'm a person that's just very sensitive.
When you come back and do
If
another
I feel
one
like
with
I
us,
have to cry, I'll just let it out. And if you got a question about it and I say what I say and you don't get it, I don't even know how to answer that. Like, I just said what I said.
will you come back not drinking and come do another one with us?
Yeah,
I
so-
can
open
be
to that.
sober and still crying. Stop talking to me
that's
like I'm
fine to
not
cry.
sober.
I'm talking about, like, not
I can
tripping
sober
out.
up before you right now, bro.
I know, I'm not
Like,
saying
what do you
crying.
mean?
It's okay to cry. I get crying. Like, that's not
But
what I'm
look,
saying.
fuck the liquor. I would
Right.
cry without the liquor.
That's
Like,
what I agree
so,
with that.
So what was that question when you said, so do we gotta do this when you're like, so, nigga,
I didn't say
right?
not when you're not crying,
You said when I'm sober.
but you ran to crying.
You said when I'm
You
sober.
said, well, I can cry even if I'm not.
Yeah, I'm the same
Okay,
person
I'm
when I'm
not taking
sober.
away from
I'm
that.
the same person when I'm sober.
I'm not
Boy,
taking
she's
away
No, I
from
get what you're trying to say. You just
Yeah, I'm not taking away from that. I'm
Clearly,
just
she's under the
saying.
influence. So if she's like this, so
But even
Yeah.
under
fuck
the
it. We
influence,
can't.
so
We can't.
So
cry
when
if
I'm
you
not
want to.
in
Like,
under
You
the
saying I
influence,
want
I'm
you to
not
come
crying.
sober. She's saying I'm gonna be this way whether I'm drunk or sober.
Yeah,
Real
so y'all
shit.
saying the same thing. So
Yeah.
why are you like? Don't make it a thing.
I'm not making it a thing. I'm
Just
talking
be like,
to
I'm
y'all.
like this sober.
Are you guys working on
You're
a
so
network?
passionate, like,
I saw y'all
I'm
updated y'all
passionate.
bios with a network in it. Are you guys working on a joint network? Something you guys doing together?
We working on a network. We working on a network. You got that Blues network in your bio. They saying, are we working on a network?
It is. We have our own network.
What type of content should we expect on the network?
Everything. You just gotta stay tuned.
Blue Girls Club.
We gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna stay, hey.
Like short films.
I'm definitely gonna, I'm following this one. I wanna just see, I just wanna see.
That's what I'm saying. You just want to see.
I just wanna see, like for real, if you break out of it and you just come to light and you're like, fuck this, what I've been doing, and just blow the fuck up on us because you have the potential, you're there.
Definitely.
I just want you to not misuse it. Take it and take that to heed from me. Trust me. You'll see what I'm saying. If it ain't a year from now, 50 years from now, you're going to see what I'm saying. For real. Just respect your blessings. And I ain't talking about blue. Like, I'm talking about like the blessings that you're
moment.
getting.
Yeah, the moment
like the times
like,
you're getting.
Don't.
You're not going to get this time back.
Yeah.
Once it happens, it happens.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was like her too. I used to think like, it's gonna last forever. They gonna love me forever.
Nothing lasts
they gonna want to see me forever.
I thought so too.
And then when it got like that, I was kind of like, oh fuck.
I thought so too, loved one.
Now I'm humbled. Now I'm like more like reserved to the question, to the response, to the image, the character.
Well, look, we're gonna do another.
It's a learning lesson. Yeah.
I hope we can come back.
Hey, to be continued.
To be continued. We gonna definitely continue it, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chime us out.
Go ahead, Sharp.
No, I got
Because
us.
I'm growing and evolving.
The Sharp Tank. No jumper.
They're gonna love you.
Yeah.
Sharpest, coolest, most viewest shit in the world.
Most
man.
viewers after this. It's gonna be the most viral.
Hey, man.
Damn. They wasn't lying.